This is what they look like in the car.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're going to be working on this beast, the Lincoln. Finally back on it. I know I hadn't been on it in a while. We're going to get started tonight and we're going to take care of a few things. We've got another project. I've got 2 weeks before a car show hits in West Monroe, and we'd like to go to that car show, and I'd like to have a few things ready. Now this is not a show car. It is nowhere near show car ready, but I would like to get a few things done before we go to that car show, things that need to be done. The ultimate goal is to get to Gulfport for cruising on the coast. We're going to do that this year. So let's hope we can get all our stuff ready and get some stuff for this show coming up, and we'll work on more in the future. This is what we're going to be working on today, is these switches right here. These are a nightmare in these old cars, and they don't work very well. They break. They're always needing to be adjusted. So I've come up with a new plan and a new way to do it. And we're going to do it a different way. We're going to put a piece of metal here, a piece of aluminum, and I'm going to put some regular switches here. I'm going to put 6 of them here and 1 going this way here. So I'm going to try to draw those out, get those put in, and get everything wired up. And we're going to try to shoot for that to try to make it work just like it did from the factory in 1968, but it's going to be with a 2024 twist. Now, to get this panel here off, there's 2 screws, one here and one right here, and then this just snaps out. Well, kind of hard to get it with one hand, but you know, it is what it is. There it is. So I pull those out, and I got that loose. And then the top part, these have a screw, one right here, and one right here, and then one here, and then one here. And you got to unplug all the plugs, which I've already unplugged. And then this just comes right out the top, you know. And I will be replacing these 2 switches and these 5 switches. And I'll show you what I'm replacing them with. All right, these are the switches I'm going to be using. These are going to be for the windows. I've got one out. It looks like this right here, which will be, you know, your up button and your down button. And these are boat switches. We're going to be putting those in here. And this one here is going to be for the rocker switch to turn on the windows and turn off the windows, and you'll be able to press it and bypass it when you have the power off on the car. So all the switches will be hooked up just like they were. And this is what it is right here if you wanted to look at it. It's off, on, on. And then these here are right here. And I got these on eBay, I believe. And I also got some more switches. The back doors have a light switch on them. And I went and got some that say zombie lights, just because I thought that'd be kind of neat. Now, I've drawn out a template to go in here. And this is the template that I've drawn out. And it's going to go in the place of those switches. And it's going to fit all the way to the door handle. And I'm going to cut this out of aluminum. I've got a sheet of aluminum that I'm going to use to cut this out of. This is the aluminum that I'm going to be using, and we'll get the cut out of it. I'm going to trace it all out, draw it all out. Probably use some tape. But I'll put it on here like this, and I'll draw it out, and we'll get it all cut up. And I'm going to be cutting it with this. So hopefully it cuts right. Well, I got my first piece cut, and we're going to look at it and see what it looks like in the car. Now let's see. This is the short side and the tall side. So it's going to go down, should go about like And that's gonna snap in nicely. Nice. I'll still be able to use my handle. That'll be the end of it there. And it fits down in there pretty snug. Pretty snug. And now I just gotta cut my square holes out in the top to mount my switches. And I'll mount 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 1 going across this way. And we'll get those mounted and see how it works. All right, now that I got everything drawn out, and these are going to be what the switches they're going to sit in here, and X marks the spot. I'm going to have to cut all the X's out, and it should still look similar to this, except it'll be, you know, these switches. So let's cut them out and see how they go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drill some holes in this, so I'll have a place for my little bit to start. Okay. Take a rag and knock all these shavings off. I don't want to use my hand, so I don't want to get shavings in my hand. All right, let's see if I can adjust this thing to put this on here. That'll work. Let's go in the first hole, shall we? All right, let me grab some safety glasses. Guys, always remember when you're cutting metal, safety first. Get your safety glasses out. All right, when you turn this on, you want to make sure that your blade is not in there. Okay, everything works fine. All right, I'm going to drop the guide down. Okay, it's on there. I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting. It's gonna take a while. All right, that's the last one. Let's see how they fit now. All right, I checked every one of them. They all fit just right. Every one of them fit. And they'll go in there just like this. And now I'm gonna make a cover for it to make it look a little nicer. After I made this little cover right here, I sprayed it down with Gorilla Glue, which there's a big glob of it right there, which we don't need that. But you'll know when it's ready. It'll be really tacky to the finger. It's not quite ready yet, but I sprayed it all down. We'll see what it looks like now. Now that I got the switches ready, I'm gonna start putting them in. I'm cutting them like this so that they will slide down in there. And I glued all this down, so it's kind of an art to it, I guess. I don't know if anybody else is going to be doing this with their switches. I don't know. Maybe they will. Gotta have one more switch somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna take this switch. We'll make sure they're all the same. And I'm gonna push it up in there. All right, one more to go. One more to go. This is the last one. All right, we cut that piece out there. And now I'm gonna shave this because it wants to grab hold pretty good. We wanna make sure that it's down in there like it's supposed to be. All right, here's the last switch. All of them the same. All right, there they are. These are the old switches and the new. I'm gonna set them side by side so we can compare them. 68 Lincoln Continental. Old switches, new switches. Can't wait to see what they look like inside. All right, and still can grab my handle. And this is the window lock, bypass, then rear window down, up, up. There we go. That ought to make it a little bit better in here anyway. Hey, thank you for watching this video. We will do another video on this when I wire all these up. So please like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you.